what if the sun just disappeared? Not exploded, not dimmed, just vanished. Gone for exactly 24 hours, then back. What would actually happen? The answer is stranger and slower than you'd expect. Here's the first thing. You wouldn't know for 8 minutes. Light from the sun takes about 8 minutes and 20 seconds to reach Earth. So the moment the sun vanished, we'd have no idea. The sky would still be blue, birds would still be singing, someone would still be mowing their lawn. For 8 minutes and 20 seconds, everything would be completely normal, and the sun would already be gone. Then the light stops. Not a dimming, not a flicker. One moment it's daytime, and the next moment it isn't. Half the Earth drops into a darkness that no living human has ever experienced. A sky with no sun, no moon reflection, just stars. The other half of the Earth watches the sun blink out mid-sky, like someone flipped a switch. Now, here's where most people expect instant catastrophe. They're wrong. Earth doesn't freeze immediately. The atmosphere acts like a blanket, and blankets take time to lose their heat. In the first hour, surface temperatures drop only a few degrees. It feels like a cold night coming on fast. Uncomfortable, but survivable. Pipes aren't bursting yet, crops aren't dying yet. You'd want a jacket, not a survival shelter. By hour 6, though, the math starts getting unfriendly. Surface temperatures in most regions have fallen by around 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. Tropical areas, which started warmer, are still relatively livable, but higher latitudes, Canada, Russia, Scandinavia, are approaching dangerous cold. Anyone without shelter or heating is now in serious trouble. Livestock kept outdoors begin to suffer. The first agricultural casualties are already locked in. The oceans, however, are barely bothered. Water holds heat with extraordinary stubbornness. The top layer of the ocean has dropped only slightly. Beneath the surface, it's as if nothing happened at all. Marine ecosystems in the deep ocean won't register any change for weeks, long after our 24 hours are up. The ocean is, in this situation, remarkably indifferent to our crisis. Plants are a different story. Photosynthesis stops the moment the light does. Every plant on Earth simultaneously pauses. They won't die in 24 hours. Most plants can survive days or even weeks without light, but the clock has started. The global food web has pressed pause on its energy source. By hour 12, surface temperatures in temperate zones have dropped somewhere between 10 and 20 degrees Celsius from baseline. Not instantly lethal, but deeply uncomfortable and accelerating. Power grids are being pushed to their limits as everyone runs heating systems at maximum. Somewhere, a transformer is failing. Somewhere, a city is going dark for different reasons than the sun. Now here's the part nobody thinks about. Gravity. Gravitational effects, like light, travel at the speed of light. So Earth doesn't lose the sun's gravitational pull the moment the sun vanishes. It loses it 8 minutes and 20 seconds later. The same delay as the light. For those 8 minutes, Earth is still locked in its orbit, curving through space as normal, with no sun left to curve around. Then the gravitational signal arrives, and Earth stops turning and begins traveling in a straight line. In 24 hours, it won't have gone far in cosmic terms, but it will have gone. When the sun returns, its gravity reaches us 8 minutes later, and orbital mechanics spend the following months quietly sorting out the difference. Hour 24 arrives. Surface temperatures in temperate zones have dropped roughly 15 to 30 degrees Celsius from baseline over the full day. It is brutally cold almost everywhere. Not extinction level, that takes weeks, but deadly for anyone unprepared. And civilization is running on emergency reserves. Then the light comes back. 8 minutes after the sun reappears, the sky turns on again. Just as suddenly as it left, half the world sees dawn arrive without a sunrise. The other half watches blue sky materialize from nothing. The plants resume photosynthesis within minutes. The oceans don't notice. The atmosphere begins warming. Within a week, surface temperatures have largely recovered. We lost 24 hours. We lost some livestock, some crops, some infrastructure. A lot of people had a very bad night. But the planet survived, mostly because the universe wasn't in a hurry, and neither was the cold. It's only once you realize how close it came that the 8-minute delay starts to feel less like a quirk of physics and more like borrowed time.